What is up, everybody? It is January 25th, 2025. Hard to believe. We've almost gone a month into 2025. Crazy. But so, excuse me. I always do this when I get on camera. Um, I'm still in Pensacola. In a way, it's good. In a way, it's bad. But due to the weather temps and the situation with my inoperable van, um, I decided it was probably wisest for me to stay an extra night here. I've already paid, and then tomorrow I'm going to get a tow back to Milton, and then expect a lot of problems ahead. The tow is probably, I didn't get a quote yet. I'm like really depressed even thinking about it, but I'm going to say 150ish. Hopefully I get lucky and it'd be around 120. That would be nice, you know. But so today it's starting to get warmer, but tonight it's going to get cold again. Not as cold as it's been, but without heat in the van, it could be cause a medical problem for me going into the work week that I have to go back to next week. So I'm trying to do the right thing and stay healthy. And then after that, it should be pretty tolerable, unless something drastic changes. But it looks like the 10-day forecast after tomorrow is going to be a little bit better. So one thing I failed to tell you guys and gals, that during the storm, when we had all that snowfall and all those crazy temperatures and everything happening here at when I was staying here at this Red Roof Inn, the power went out, and I was sleeping. I kind of went. I forget what time I went to bed. I forget when it went out, but I know I was sleeping. I had the TV on. I had a light or two on, and the power went out. And I kept thinking to myself, man, this is really going to stink because I'm going to be in a no heat situation. You don't want pipes to freeze and, just craziness. So I really don't know. I was kind of in and out of consciousness, trying to sleep. And it was probably out for, I don't know, a good hour. I really don't know how long it was. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can see that clock behind me. It's still blinking. I have never even reset the time. But yeah, I was like, man, what else could go wrong? It's crazy. So it's kind of how I feel every day. What else could go wrong? Well, I was going to go outside a little while ago and try and purge some stuff from the cab area of the van, which excuse me, the cab area of the van, which is overloaded with just a little bit of everything, and it's not going to be easy to clean. But I really wanted to do that while the weather was somewhat conducive. And then I was looked on Facebook, and I'm members of a group called something like What's Happening in Pensacola or something like that. And then people were posting that the police were chasing like some type of felon or something like 100 yards from me, 120 yards from me, right where the Cracker Barrel is. And I was like, great. And they had a description of what the guy looked like, somewhat, a guy with a tan coat or something. So I was going to go out to the van, but I don't want some guy thinking he can carjack me with a pew or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm doing that anytime soon. But it's weird because I heard all the sirens and stuff. I didn't realize they were going. Well, actually, it'd be this way, were going in. I thought they were just going on the cross street by I-10, but they were literally 100, 120 yards from me. And according to the description, there was like at least 8 police cars looking for this felon. So I was like, all right, great. One more thing to worry about, right? Like I don't have enough to worry about already. But yeah, so let me see. The power went out. You know, we got the felon on the loose. I did eat some to go from Sonny's Barbecue last night. It was kind of, normally I don't spend that much money. I spent like $18 on dinner, which I never usually do, but I've been watching a lot of barbecue videos online. I love watching those cooking videos, all these different barbecue establishments all over the country, and they get interviewed and they show all this stuff. So I kind of had a hankering for some brisket, and so I ended up getting the brisket, pulled pork. I'm trying to remember what else. I got macaroni and cheese and something else. Might have been mashed potatoes. I forget what I had with it. But anyway, it was pretty good. You know, when usually I don't eat that expensive. I'll be as frugal as possible, you know. But I do like to eat every once in a blue moon. When I say once in a blue moon, like for me to spend $18 on a meal is, I haven't done that in a while, but it was pretty good. Wouldn't say it was great, but it was good. But so now I'm literally just the dude buying time, you know. I may have one mechanic source that could help me out. I'm going to try and message them later today, see what's the possibilities. I just really hate taking a cab to and from work because I'm going to guess it's probably 20 or 25 hours each way. I don't want to spend $50 a day. And, but that's what I got to do to keep my job. I guess that's what I got to do. Could have the van towed to where I work, but it's not really quiet there at night. It's wide open. A lot of the police come through, and you know, I've had enough with police harassing me for just sleeping in certain places. There's really no what I call protection or cover. The place I'm allowed to be boondocked at, they've been pretty nice so far and allow me to be there. So I feel safer being there, even though some crazy things have happened there. I mean, but I feel safer in the aspect of not getting harassed by police. So I'm just kind of, I really don't want to walk 5 miles to get to work and then 5 miles at the end of the night to get back to my van. Times like this, you got to do what you got to do, you know. I'm going to call the cab company later. They're all over Milton, so they must have pretty reasonable rates. It looks like they have little small economical cars. So I'm going to hope that turns out okay. I sent a package last Saturday, you know, a week from right now, to a friend, and he just advised he finally did get the package, and he's going to probably do a video on that. May do a live, he said, but check out Lone Cowboy Adventures. I told people at the right after Christmas, right at the beginning of the year, that I'm going to try and help out some friends, send them gifts, you know, just for their friendship. And I didn't have a chance to do it around Christmas time. And so Ken is one of the guys on the list, Ken from Lone Cowboy Adventures. So put together a nice little package for him. I kind of got fortunate. I found something some things that I think he'll like. And so depending on what happens with my van and how much I spend or can't spend or whatever happens with my van, sending out some more gifts could be still delayed. But that's that. I'm just chilling out, and best of my knowledge, there's no football on today. It's going to be on tomorrow. And the thing that sucks about me getting towed back to where I can boondock, literally there is nothing to do there. There's that little truck stop area, Waffle House, and then maybe a mile or mile and a half up the road, there's a Piggly Wiggly grocery store that has a food buffet, but there's nothing there. I mean, there's no sports bar where I can go watch, the NFL playoffs tomorrow or nothing. So I'm just going to be a dude trapped in a van for about 24 hours until I need to catch a ride to work and try and go from there. But it is what it is. So I know I'm forgetting something, but I do have a little bit of food in here left. Trying to be more frugal. I do have a hankering for some macaroni and cheese. I may run over to Sonny's and get some macaroni and cheese, but other than that, I'm literally just killing time. Oh, the one thing I wanted to tell everybody, got really fortunate with that one video. What was the title? Be aware of your surroundings or whatever. Overnight, it hit 44,000 views, which is really cool. And my watch hours are, I'm 112 hours away from hitting 4,000. So I know the video has declined in watch hours here recently, but I may be able to hit that 4K in the next night or two. It'd be really nice if I could wake up to something positive tomorrow, knowing that I reached a goal that I never thought I would ever reach, just because I got lucky on one video, basically. But anyway, so here I am. Oh, the one thing, I don't know if you guys remember me telling the story about trying to get laundry soap where I'm staying here. And the guy was trying to give me all these excuses why he couldn't give me laundry soap because their washing machine didn't work. I was out of laundry detergent and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, yesterday I happened to be down there and they have one door open going down like a corridor, and I look and the door at the end of the hall was open. What do I see? Like literally these big old 5-6 gallon jugs of Tide laundry detergent. Boy, I was pissed when I saw that. I was like, dude, like that to me just did not sit well with me. Considering how much money I've spent this week to stay here. But that's it, folks. I'm going to wrap it up and see what Lone Cowboy Adventures is up to today, and then try and charge the phone. Just watch some more YouTube videos. That's pretty much like most people would be happy to do that, but I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm forced to do that because there's really nothing else I can do. But definitely watched a lot of YouTube this week. But when I was talking about the power outage, the internet, when the power came back on, the internet was out. Couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal. So I was really screwed for a long time. So I was checking if I could tap into another network, because the one here at the Red Roof Inn was not working. So there is a McDonald's, I don't know, 50 yards away or whatever, and it was showing a weak signal for them. And I tried, and first it wasn't working, then it did work, and it was kind of like kept coming in and out. So I was really depressed because, at least the power came back on, but I couldn't even enjoy YouTube unless I was watching on the little phone, which I've kind of gotten spoiled watching on the laptop. I love the clarity of the picture I get to see on videos, and I'm just trying to get motivated by looking at other YouTubers, see what they're doing, and it scares me that I might not. It could be, hopefully it's not going to be this long, but if it's weeks or a month or whatever for me to have the finances to get the van, it's going to be a long, miserable month because I really need to have some forest therapy. That's pretty much one of the only things that make me happy in life, just getting out to the woods. It's so peaceful out there too. And there's many more adventures I want to go on that I haven't done yet that just requires a good working vehicle. And the last thing I want to do is be stranded in a forest somewhere with a non-operational vehicle that could put me in harm, with no cell phone signal and stuff like that. So, and I really don't know how to do smoke signals. I can start a fire sometimes. I don't know how to send smoke signals, so I try and be careful when I can, but it's the hand I've been dealt, so I'm trying to deal with it. The last 24 hours, I felt like crying a lot, trying to keep my stuff together and see what happens. I'm just praying that the vehicle problems are really, really something simple. The battery started acting weak today, and it's not that old. It's 6-7 months old. I don't know. But I think when the guy that put it in for me, I think it was the cheapest one you could get, like a 1-year warranty. So, boy, that'd be nice if it just needed a jump or something simple. But it's the symptoms of the problem with the van. It's called crank no start. And I've watched so many YouTube videos. It could be one of 10 or 12 things. So I don't have the tools or the know-how or the diagnostic machine or the expertise to do it myself. So that's when you have to rely on other people. And that's one thing I hate in life is relying on other people, because that always ends up, in my opinion, to be the weak link, is relying on other people. Because I know I knew I'm reliable and can handle my actions, so to speak. But when you have to rely on other people that don't necessarily have the same schedule to, assist you or whatever, and then it comes, I don't expect anybody to do anything for free and stuff like that. It makes it difficult. But all right, it's a little afternoon Central Time down here in Pensacola. I'm tapping out, folks. Remember, like Kenneth, Lone Cowboy Adventure says, find time to say hi to a veteran, feed a veteran, just be nice to a veteran, be nice to everybody. Hey, that's a novel idea. Let's be nice to everybody.